Worm, prepare yourself. Damn Saiyan.
So let me go ahead and start out by saying that I know the name of the transformation is called Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Vegeta, but in my opinion, that name is entirely too long. It's entirely too convoluted. It feels like it gives me indigestion when I'm saying it. So I want to go ahead and call him Beyond Blue, which is the original name that a lot of people were dubbing him before we got the official name. And I think that name kind of fits a lot better. And you can correct me in the comment section as much as you want. I really don't care. I'm still going to call him Beyond Blue Vegeta. So with that being said, you guys have been asking me since my last video where I talked about my theory on Ultra Instinct Goku being in the new Dragon Ball Super movie. What about Beyond Blue Vegeta? Is he going to be in the movie? Is he not going to be in the movie? What are my thoughts are on it? And if I have a theory for it. And you guys are lucky because I do have a theory. I have a really simple theory. I mean, it's the only one that I can really come up with on why he would not be in the movie, because I do think they're gonna shit all over Vegeta again and they're not gonna give him this transformation. And if they do give him this transformation, I think that they're gonna be saying that it's on par with Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken's transformation, or form or whatever technique, and I don't think that's the case at all. I think that these two different forms are vastly different in power. So I think that what they're gonna do is they're just gonna scrap the form in the new movie and not even mention it. He's just gonna go into blue, and more likely Goku's just gonna go into blue to face off against this new villain, even though as far as we know, Vegeta can still go into this Beyond Blue state because he hasn't stated that he cannot, unlike Goku, who says that he lost Ultra Instinct. So before you go into the comment section and start writing Vegeta needs to get his own moment, why do they keep crapping on Vegeta? I understand, I know. This is not for me to rationalize or accept even the fact that they're crapping on Vegeta. This is just the only plausible theory that I would like to hear in the movie somewhere on why he cannot go in this form anymore. I really don't want a one-off line where Vegeta's like, I can't do it anymore, similar to Goku's. I want an actual explanation. Goku's was a little bit, I mean, you could kind of see it because he got this transformation inexplicably, but Vegeta pushed himself beyond blue to get beyond blue, so it wouldn't make sense if he couldn't do it anymore. I mean, that just doesn't make sense. So, jumping straight into the theory, it's a very simple one, similar to my last theories on Dragon Ball, and that is that when Vegeta faced off against God of Destruction Toppo, he was essentially losing pretty bad because Toppo is a god of destruction, or at least he had the power of one. He was a candidate of one, so he had a similar power. And as we've seen, the god of destructions are extremely powerful. Like, the only other character that we've known, or the only other mortal that we've known that was able to defeat one, is Jiren. So I mean, Vegeta is on that same similar level because he defeated a candidate that had the power of god of destruction. And before you type in that Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken Goku can defeat Beerus, please rethink your life, because no, he cannot. He cannot. There's absolutely no way. Vegeta holds that honor right now of being the second person to basically defeat a god of destruction, even if it was a mini one. But Vegeta pushes himself beyond his limits when he hears that Toppo basically threw away everything that was him to gain this power. So Vegeta was pissed off, and that was the reason that he was kind of building up, exploding with energy and just blasting through Hakai Blast, and then eventually he self-destructed, but not really self-destructed, and pushed Toppo off the arena, blasting him out of his god transformation, or his god mode. We all thought that Vegeta basically killed himself because they were kind of showing that the attack that he just used was the same attack that he blew himself up with when he was facing off against Majin Buu. So, oh, he's dead. But then no, he's not, because Dragon Ball Super won't kill people when they self-destruct, apparently. So he came back and he was in his base form, and that's where he fights Jiren. So after Vegeta survives his own self-destruction, he attacks Jiren again, except this time he's got help from Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken Goku and Android 17. They obviously get slaughtered by Jiren, but Vegeta gets punched out of his Beyond Blue state, and that's the last time we see it until he faces off against Jiren without any stamina at the very end. So for me, the only plausible theory for why this transformation is not going to be in the new movie is that when he blew himself up, he essentially basically gave out all his Beyond Blue energy except for a tiny little portion, and then when he fights Jiren right after that and he goes into the state and then gets punched out of it, that was basically it. That was the end. So if they wanted to say that he lost the ability to go into the transformation because he used all that energy against Toppo and Jiren and then it's gone, for me that would be the only plausible explanation for why this form is not in the new movie, even though it sucks. Not the best explanation, but it's the only one that I can think of without them being like, oh yeah, he can't go into that form anymore. A character inexplicably losing the ability to go into a form because he used it up already and he can't go back into it, it's not something new in anime. It is something relatively new to Dragon Ball for the most part, but I mean, Ultra Instinct Goku is gone essentially as far as we know from Dragon Ball, because that's what Goku said. And so it's not really that far-fetched to think that Vegeta used the ability or transformation to its peak and now he cannot go into it again. It's also plausible to say that this new enemy is not going to be strong enough to push Vegeta to go back into that form. Like, he can only go into that form once he gets extremely mad, pissed off, and wants to push himself even further beyond. And that is the reason that he was able to do it against Jiren, because he wanted to match Goku's strength, and then that's the reason that he was able to blow himself against Toppo and fight Toppo on an even playing ground, because he was mad about Toppo straight out forgetting his ideals to gain power. So that one also is plausible, but at the same time, they both kind of suck. And I'm just hoping that the form is in the new movie, because personally for me, I do really like the new transformation. And we've seen that they have both blue versions in the movie because of the posters that have come out. So let's just hope, fingers crossed, that this new form is in there. So guys, I have a simple question for you. Do you want Beyond Blue to be in this movie, or should it be forgotten? Let me know, guys. Or another question, do you think that it should be matched evenly to Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken so Goku and Vegeta can kind of fight this guy on even playing field? What do you guys think? Let me know. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you guys liked anything that I had to say, any of my content. This is going to be BlackScape signing off.